your boy Dre from Love Music, Love Wine Radio. Welcome to the program. If you are just joining us, welcome in, my friends. Yes, we are doing a Tuesday night gathering, a little bit of a jazz gathering. This is to celebrate, as we continue to celebrate our Jazz Is Not Dead series. We started this series at the beginning of the year, had some collaboration with another a young music aficionado, and now we went back to just pulling this together by myself for episode 2, but then we will come back with another collaboration in September for episode number 4. So tonight we're just gonna play some excerpts and some tracks from episode number 2. It's a 6-hour playlist, so there's no way we'll play 6 hours, but we'll play you some tracks from this amazing playlist, and that you guys definitely gotta get, because right now it's out on Spotify, so make sure you pick up that playlist. So once again, welcome in. It's the Tuesday night jazz program. We decided to jump on a beautiful Tuesday night in the T-Dot. It is lovely outside. The weather is fantastic. But we figured, you know what? We wanted to do a bit of a jazz program. We took a break last weekend, sort of recharged the batteries. But we're coming back to you strong tonight, starting with just a little bit of a surprise jazz program that we're going to play for you guys. And the thing is, with this particular program, like I said, we are celebrating Jazz Is Not Dead episode 2. This is a playlist series that we started at the beginning of the year. We will end the series at the end of the year with 4 playlists that we will put out. Right now, 2 of them are on Spotify. So Jazz Is Not Dead episode 1 and 2 is on Spotify. Tonight, we are going to be celebrating Jazz Is Not Dead episode 2. We want to play you a bunch of songs from episode 2 to give you a flavor. It's 6 hours of music, but we're not going to play 6 hours of music. We're only here for a couple of hours, maybe 2.5 hours or something like that. And we just wanted to get on and just enjoy a Tuesday night. Hot outside, definitely staying in air conditioning. I'm not complaining about the heat also. I am not complaining about the heat. I love the heat. So let's get it on. Some good music. Jazz is Not Dead, episode 2. We're going to keep you bouncing for the next 2.5 hours. Tell a friend, tell a colleague, tell some family members. Good vibes only is what we spread. Once again, welcome into the program. It's a jazz thing on this beautiful Tuesday night in the T-Dot. We are here started at 7, we're going till 9:30 tonight, so stick around. We got some good things for you. We're promoting this amazing playlist that we got going on right now, the Jazz is Not Dead, episode 2.
window and chill.
What's going on, Top John? Thank you so much for passing by. Glad to have you here, man. Decided to jump on a Tuesday night to do a little bit of a jazz pop-up, celebrating our playlist called Jazz Is Not Dead, Episode 2, out on Spotify. Both Episode 1 and 2 is out on Spotify. Episode 3 comes out in September, and then the end of the year we come up with Episode 4. Thank you for stopping by, man. Hope all is well with you.
Got the groove. You can't float on the funk. You gon' drown.
Track is called Cantaloupe Woman by Grant Green. Once again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're just jumping on, on a Tuesday night, just having a good time, and I hope you guys will also have a good time with us as we bring you some tracks and some songs from our playlist that's currently out right now, Jazz Is Not Dead, Episode 2. So let's enjoy it together. Welcome to the program. It's a jazz thing. All good, my friend. I'm glad you're here anyways. Hopefully you'll get some of those chores done and, enjoy the rest of the program. Anyways, we got a beautiful wine that we're drinking tonight. Opened this one earlier this afternoon as I was having some dinner. And it's a beautiful wine coming out of the Douro region, part of Portugal. It's a beautiful blend because they do some amazing blends, and definitely a wine that you should pick up the next time you're at your local wine store. And we'll talk more about the wine in a bit. It's called the QUADRUS Douro 2019. It's a beautiful blend. I'm gonna definitely screw the names up of the grapes within this blend, but forgive me. I'll put it all in the chat and you guys can go find it yourselves. And but I'll talk about the wine. I'll talk about the tasting, what I'm smelling, what's on the palate. Talk about the terroir. We'll talk about the region. So some good information to come, and definitely the price point. You cannot beat the price point on this amazing wine. It is less than $22, I think. I think it's about less than $25 for sure. And that's 25 Canadian if you are in Canada. past weekend, we took it off so we can recharge the batteries. Got away with some friends and a better half. And it was a good time, man. It was a perfect way to spend a nice weekend just relaxing with good people. Yes, it is unusual for us to be here on Tuesday night. We don't usually stream on Tuesday nights, but sometimes if you're in a good mood, the vibe is just right and you're feeling well, and you know what? It's after work. You want to sit back and relax and play some music? Why not play some music for you guys? So, Jazz is Not Dead, episode 2.
Love Wine Radio Live from Toronto.
So I hope you guys had a fantastic week so far. I realize that it's only Tuesday, so you're still sort of getting things all together, but I hope your Monday was good, and I definitely hope your Tuesday was fantastic, because you still got Wednesday and Thursday and Friday to go, and definitely got to spread the love over those few days. So hopefully a little bit of music tonight will help you get through those next 3 days in flying colors, my friend. Welcome in. It's a jazz thing. I'm your host, Dre, from Love Music, Love Wine Radio. Forget, we're back to our regular schedule this coming Saturday. We're coming to you from 3 p.m. to 5-ish p.m. I always say ish because if we're feeling good, we will go for that extra half an hour or the extra hour. So we're coming to you, we're starting at 3 and we might end at 5. Welcome to the program, my friends. It's a jazz thing. You know what? We actually miss you guys, man. Miss you guys big time. You know, last weekend we took it off because, you know, we needed to recharge the batteries and all that. But I miss being here. I miss being here listening to music with you guys and talking about various wines that we're drinking. And it's just, yeah. It's sort of my peaceful way of sort of just enjoying the world. And bringing you guys along for the ride. And as we explore new music, explore various wines, explore wines from various regions across the world. You know, we've been drinking a lot of wines coming out of the Rhone region over the last couple of months. We're going to be probably evolving that into some Bordeaux and definitely looking to pick up some more Sangiovese, coming out of Italy, that type of thing. So we're gonna expand our regions in the next 3 to 4 weeks as we wrap things up for a beautiful season to come, man. And we got a program that we're gonna talk to you about soon, so stay tuned for that. Yes, we have an in-person program starting real soon. Actually, not real soon, I'll tell you. Starting in a few weeks. It's on January. No, what am I saying? January. Oh my God. Jesus, I'm losing it. No, July 24th is the start of something new in this city. It's called Sips and Sounds, and we're going to be coming to you live from Blue Door Wine Shop on Bloor Street West, right next to the Paradise Theater. Beautiful, beautiful shop, selling some amazing wines. We're going to be doing some funky things there, pairing music, obviously, with amazing wines. We're kicking this off on July 24th, Thursday, July the 24th. So keep your eyes on our website, lovemusiclovewine.com. Keep your eyes on bluedoorwineshop.com. We'll get more info out there. We're going to put it all up on our social media, as usual. Going to keep you well informed. And it's up to you to make that call and say, listen, you know what? I want to join you for one of these events. I would love to see you guys there at Blue Door, coming up July 24th. Sips and Sounds. Definitely a well-structured wine. It's the QUADRUS Douro 2019. It's coming out of Portugal. It's got some on the nose. It's got some of that fresh petal flowers I'm getting on here. Getting a little bit of that herbal spices on there, that type of thing. And what else? On the palate, oh my God, balanced acidity, medium tannins. This is a really good well blend. Now, I am gonna screw the names up, so I'm gonna try, see if we can get some of it right. We got the Nacional. Hold on, let me get to this. So, the Touriga Nacional, that is 55%. The Tinta Roriz, and 15%, and that's 30%, and 15% of the Sousão. Now, I know I screwed these names up, so I apologize. Anybody out there that is Portuguese and you heard my pronunciation of these beautiful grapes that's making some fantastic wines, I apologize to you. I will do better. I will do better and get better, so stay tuned. Once again, you're listening to the Jazz Is Not Dead playlist. This is episode 2, out on Spotify right now. So like I said, we're coming to you with this new signature program that we're starting on July 24th. This is a collaboration with Blue Door Wine Shop, and this is... Wow, I was seriously cut off there by the music.
I've got something to say. I think about you day and night. You take my breath away. I think about you day and night. And everybody knows that I want to make you my girl. I talk about you day and night. Ooh, I need you in my world. I want you every day and night. And I do all I can to make you mine. But I'm always the first to run away.
Anyways, the new program, in-person program, is called Sips and Sounds. And this will be pairing, we'll be choosing a region, we'll be pairing music with this region, we'll be tasting these wines, and we'll be getting also a bit of an education, a fun education that night for, and the region that we have chosen to start the program with is Rioja. So there's three, not a lot of people know this, but there's three sub-regions within Rioja. You got your Rioja Alta, and then Alta Vista or Alta Vesta, and then Rioja Baja. So there's three regions that's producing some amazing wines, and we haven't even got to the Pre-Rat region. We're still talking Rioja. You can get great value for your money, and you know, our Psalm and our partner in this Sips and Sounds, Tanya, will take us through a tasting moments. She'll take us through this whole tasting thing, and then she will also talk about the region. We'll talk about the winemakers when we can, based on the wine that we're drinking, that type of thing. We'll talk about the terroir there. We'll talk about the various variations of microclimates and that type of thing. So you're gonna get a fun, interactive education. And when I say educate, I don't want to make it sound too formal. It's a way of you tasting the wines and understanding what you're tasting, and being able to identify some of the tasting notes coming out of these various wines coming out of the Rioja region. So this is the first one, July 24th, Thursday, July 24th. Don't worry, there'll be lots of information up on our website, up on social media, up on Blue Door Wine Shop's website, so stay tuned. So much more to come, so give it some time, my friends. Welcome in. This is Jazz is Not Dead, episode 2. The playlist out on Spotify right now. Beautiful music for a beautiful time. And that time is right here, right now, my friends. It's a jazz thing. I'm your host, Dre, from Love Music, Love Wine Radio.
Music, Love Wine Radio Live from Toronto.
This coming Saturday on the program, Play Music, Drink Wine, we're going to be doing Funk and Blues. The program this week is Funk and Blues on Play Music, Drink Wine. And we're going to be drinking a wine from Bordeaux. It's the Chateau Tenace, beautiful blend. You guys know Bordeaux's. I mean, it's always about blends when it comes to Bordeaux's. You would rarely find a single varietal in Bordeaux. But you never know. I never say never. I have never found one. I don't think a lot of people have. But, I mean, it's known for its blends. Anyways, it's a beautiful wine, Chateau Tenace, and we're doing Funk and Blues on Play Music, Drink Wine. And that's this coming Saturday at, what time is it? We're starting at 3 p.m. and we're going till 5-ish. Once again, if you're just joining us, welcome in. It's a jazz thing. I also want to talk to you guys about we're going to be doing a promotion with Reloop DJ. If most of you would probably know, if you are in the DJ space, they do turntables, controllers, microphones, speakers, you name it, they do it. They do needles, cartridges. So yeah, they're a DJ company. And we are going to, they're sponsoring us for the next 12 weeks, starting probably in the next 2 weeks once we get the equipment in. We are getting the Mixon Pro 8. It's a beautiful controller, and definitely going to put it through its paces. Of course, from a non-DJ perspective, just a goddamn extreme music lover with a lot of digital music, over 2 terabytes worth of digital music. So we're definitely going to put this controller through its paces. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you some of my take on it, and basically I'm going to just tell you how I feel about this mixer, and and what I think needs to be improved. Once again, it's not going to be coming from a full-on scratch DJ type perspective. This is coming from a music lover, a music selector for my various programs that I do, and a playlist curator. So it's coming from you from that angle. And I'm going to be writing a couple of reviews and stuff like that about it. And it's going to once again come from you from a non-scratch DJ perspective. So stay tuned for that. You're going to see stuff on our website. You're going to see stuff on social media. We'll talk about it here. So Reloop coming up in the next couple of weeks as we get used to having them on board and talking about them, and definitely doing some reviews. This track is called Black Octopus. A beautiful track. It's also on the playlist. All the tracks I'm playing to you guys tonight is on episode 2. Jazz is not dead.
You're never prepared for, given in a class that you never was there for. You could never roll this deep if you joined the Marine Corps, or blow if you was fucking with C4. Broken from the mainstream, took me a detour. You are not a real threat, you're just a decoy. Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. Fresh kills, I'm fresh ill, like I just stepped out of Creedmoor. I got a hunch like Igor that once you hear it, you're gonna need more. Dope at first, plus doper than before. More deeper than a natural resource. You will get torn a new asshole, and then your asshole will get retorn. If you try to step with a retort, homie, do you harm, you don't have any recourse. Confidence gone that can never be restored. You might never again record. You might end up deformed. What's the story with leapfrogs? What do they leap for? As a young bull, used to smoke hella reefer. Now I've been reformed. Homie set a high bar for you to reach for. Grew up on daylight eating peace porridge. That's the type of rappers I speak for. That's why I try to stay so unique for. I got a knuckle sandwich for your keister. I am a conquistador. I make it top 5 next 4. I'm probably adored by the girl next door. I've been rhyming since I got born, I ain't never got bored. I keep a low pro like Jason Bourne. Queens is the bro, concrete the decor. I'm just a squirrel trying to get an acorn. I never climb K2, skip to K4. I keep sharp as a razor, that's what I'm paid for. I shed light like God on day 4. One man's ceiling is another man's floor. One man's beamer is another man's Ford. One man plummets as another man soars. I'm the one that soars, of course. I call more ears than there's ears of corn. I rock like shale limestone in the courts. I don't need a chick that's trying to buy the whole store. I just need a chick that's down to shoot some home porn. I rock Reeboks, not Diodoras. I stay adorned, I'm just getting warm. Any given time I shine like a menorah. You are not the man, you're more like the menorah. You get ignored, I don't need a hook nor a course. When I flow, I don't need a motor nor oars. My home court is amongst reservoir dogs, Labrador source. You don't want to lock horns with the warlord. You'll be forlorn, you've been forewarned. Sandman, Sandy for short. Kick back, chilling at a sandy resort. Backpack where my shield and sword are stored. Train of thought, blow horn, mean all aboard. Out to hit Nueva York like a meteor. Hell hath no fury like a chick scorn. My rap cuts keep you up like when chicks snore. Homeboy but the news like Katie Couric. You can see that I ain't fit in any category. On the own accord, party people scream for encores. Never been divorced, married to this hip hop for richer or poor. My brand of hip hop, nothing like yours. It's nothing like norm. Big up the knife ward. I'm ill than drugs could cure. People tell me I should try St. John's wort. Cold sweats, hot sweats leaking out my pores. Doc said I'ma go deaf from the applause and hit me with a copay I could not afford. Fuck that insurance. Now I'm busy filling out Medicaid forms. United States healthcare love to extort. I ain't never gonna get sick no more. Just to make sure, I'ma drink a lot of Ensure. I think it's kinda extra to drive an Explorer when you just gonna drive next door. Tell me when's the last time you drove through the forest? Why the Knicks play D like Matadors? Shit is so annoying. Whole quarters cats don't even run down court. Is this the same team James Dolan paid for? Is this the same team Pat Ewing played for? Oh my lord, does anyone besides Lee want to crash boards? Does anyone besides me want to fast forward? Poor Jamal Crawford, you must be dreaming like Al B. Short if you think I'll take shorts. Back in 102 I ate lunch with sporks. Name all in your mouth like spoons and forks. Fuck y'all whores, fuck y'all dorks. Mark bust ass marks trying to act hardcore, y'all aren't. In real life you're chicken like foghorn like horn. In real life you're yellow like Ventnor. Yellow like the raincoat Marky Mark wore. In perfect storm, I'll put you on ice like Bobby Orr. Ray Borg, Rod Brendamore. I abhor your whole horde, all your cohorts. Anyone with whom you hope to consort. Anyone you know that died, I hate they corpse. Anyone you know Jedi, I hate they force. I hate uniforms, when it comes to uniform, I'm a formidable force. I run up on your corner with the unicorn horn and go straight Tyrannosaurus. I like to dedicate Stevie Wonder, my Sharia Moore, to Labia Majora. This is not the type of cut that need Neosporin. This is the type of cut for the connoisseurs. School of Hard Knocks, head, hole, monitor. I am a side for sore orbs.
I don't know why, but I got an appreciation for this track. I just had to let it play through. This is called Ore, and it's Sandman, Homeboy Sandman.
Asked me by a juicy couture, asked her what for. She asked me once more, said as immature, cause I wouldn't conform. I told her au revoir, homeboy Sand Orator. He the man, he man, not Skeletor. Do I like oranges? Sure. Or is I my orifice poor? And I can go on for a score. Y'all to get bored, and that'll get bored, and that'll get bored.
For a beautiful time, and that time is right here, right now. You're listening to It's a Jazz Thing. I'm your host, Dre, from Love Music, Love Wine Radio. Jazz. Welcome to It's a Jazz Thing. Tonight it's all about Jazz is Not Dead, episode 2. I hope you guys are just ready to bounce. We got about, another hour and a half to go. Gonna keep you moving. If you're wondering about us jumping on a Tuesday night, yes, Tuesday night is not a regular night for us to come on and broadcast. But you know what? I was feeling good and I just miss being on here. So I decided that, you know what, I'm going to jump on tonight. Plus the better half is out at a concert tonight with the Toronto Symphony is doing... I think a take on the Bee Gees. Yeah, I know. Toronto Symphony is doing the Bee Gees. Amazing. So she's out doing that. So I figure, you know what? I might as well just jump on and do a little jazz program. Promote our Jazz is Not Dead episode 1 and 2 playlists out on Spotify right now. What's going on, Dine Roll Live? Welcome in, my friend. Glad to have you here on this Tuesday night. Yes, it's a little bit out of our schedule. We decided since we took the weekend off, we wanted to start the week off with some good vibes, and we jumped on tonight to bring you some of that good vibes. So welcome in. Glad to have you here as usual. This is from our playlist, Jazz is Not Dead episode 2, out on Spotify right now. So check it out, man. We're just playing you some tracks from that particular playlist. Episode 1 and 2 is out right now on Spotify. Beautiful music for a beautiful time, and that time is right here, right now. It's a jazz thing. We just got some exciting things coming up over the next couple of weeks. We got Reloop 12-week evaluation review. This is the Mixon Pro 8 DJ controller. We're going to give it a go. I'm going to play a lot of music on it. I'm going to put it through its paces, and then I'm going to give you my honest opinion from a non-DJ perspective. I am a selector. I am a music curator. I'm a playlist curator. You name it. I leave all the scratching and juggling and all the loops and whatever the hell they call it to the real DJs. You guys do your thing. I just love music. That's all I want to do. I don't care about the tricks. I just want good music. So the article and the reviews I'm going to do on the Mixon Pro 8 is going to be coming from a different perspective. So we'll see. Hopefully it's a hit. People like it. And who knows, you might go out and purchase one of these units. If you got a lot of digital music and you want a place to play it on and be proud of it and play it proudly for your friends or family or whatever you're doing, then you probably have to look at picking up the Mixon Pro 8. And for you DJs out there, I know a lot of you would love to get your hands on one of these units, and you definitely should pick up one of these units. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up in the next couple of weeks as we get a shipment out to us. I'll review it. I might even do an unboxing video.
Vision. Never spent a day in prison. Do the scene, getting women. Do a frog, say a ribbit. I don't talk it, I live it. I don't talk, I listen. Fuck milk, got rhythm. Hip hop, my religion. I observe mad rigid. I go in mad different. When I'm done, I ad lib it. Sound fat, mad lipids. I'm the type of organism. Science try and visit. MCs try and mimic. Might catch an aneurysm. Might seem kind of livid. I'm just trying to make a living. Throw your hands like dollarism. If you rub dollar limits. Watching me go in this. More fun and a privilege. Can't keep me from milling. No amount of penicillin. God made me in his image. Then he sent me on a mission. I whipped up nervousness to battle malnutrition. Can't cure my condition. I'm big dog like Clifford. I'm on a roll like Michelin. Press and rewind, I listen. I'm on a roll like invalids. I get behind from highnesses. When it come to composition, there is no competition. Now check it in. I feel like there's no candy can. Rap game getting paired in hand to hands. Brick house mathematics. Jam my jack sand. Bringing shit together like ampersands. If you wanna leave in an ambulance, throw your fitted cap in a ring with sand. You the type of ignoramus is blind to facts. You so think a titty feel like a bag of sand. You are not adept at getting your hands to clap. You are not adept at getting the fans to stand. Boys stand flabbergasted your hands. I'm a fiend to pat you and dip. I got a lot of plans growing. Y'all don't know what you're doing. Let me show you how to do it. Y'all wanna get into it. Dog, you'll get ruined. We are not congruent. You are kinda cartoonish. This is hip hop music. When I misconstrue it, I take a beat and I loop it. Then I throw it how do you get. The way you flow sounds stupid. I sound superhuman. What I do with diploma, make the party get human. I make the party get moving. Chicks grabbing at my unit. Female undergrad students, black, Latin, or Jewish. Especially if you're bi-curious. Let's do it. Greek chicks say I'm the cutest. Drop togas and tunics. I keep it cool like a Buddhist. Keep your 808s booming. Fourth floor, clear my mucus. Afterwards, take a loot. Y'all audio pollutants. I'd rather bump.
This track is called The Big Band Theory.
Read room for improvement.
Homeboy Sandman.
Since you're a stool of hard knocks, true. I don't lose, I lose it. All yous are useless. Gather around, party people up in the place to be. MCs, if you ain't get a taste of feed, this way more funky than cutting the cheese. Fuck pay, full play, we playing for keys. Every single page, a major degree. Mr. Sandman, bring me a drink, please. Please, please, please. You go, the queen go. You go, the queen go. You go, the queen go. Wait.
track is called The Queen, and it's from Dominic Owen.
I know what she can do. She can do it. Oh yes, she can. I know what she can do. She can do it. I know what she can do. You go, the queen go. You go.
So we got to spend a little bit of time talking about this beautiful wine. So it's the QUADRUS Douro 2019. It's a mixture of 3 grapes, the Touriga Nacional. Oh my God, I'm gonna screw up the next one, that type of thing. The Touriga Nacional is 55%. I'll put the actual grape varietals within the chat shortly. But anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful wine, and definitely it's got good value for the money. It's under $25 at you can get it at your local wine store, wherever you buy your wine. Just ask them for it. The QUADRUS Douro 2019, coming out of Portugal. On the palate, actually no, let's start on the nose first. So we're getting some of that fresh herbs. We're getting some of that ripe fruit in there. Sort of your blackberries, your cherries. Getting a little bit of strawberry flavors coming out on there. Getting some mint and some herb. So it's a mixture of these things, and it's just smelling really, really well around. That rose petal flower smell that you get on there. So the bouquet of this beautiful wine is just opening up so well, and you're getting all these flavor or these smells on your nose that is just like wanting you to get to the palate. And when you get to the palate, you're getting that strawberries, the ripe strawberries. You're getting the raspberries on there. Also getting a little bit of that chocolate notes on there. Also, the tannins is at a medium tannins. I probably said just a little bit below medium. It's a well-structured wine, and the blends is like a 55%, a 30%, and a 15%. So you're getting some really good equilibrium when it comes to the blends that they're doing. You're definitely getting the Touriga Nacional that's coming out more, and then the other two are just blending it, and you're just sort of smoothing it out to it. Because I've had Touriga Nacional before. I've actually had a single varietal. I can't remember when and where, but it most likely would have been at the wine club, and it was fantastic on its own. And you blend that with these 2 other grapes that, like I said, I'm having a hard time describing or even mentioning, in the sense that I can't pronounce it properly, so I'm not going to attempt. I'll put it in the chat shortly. Anyways, these 2 other grapes are definitely giving it its well balanced and well structure on this wine, stuff like that. So you're getting some of that earthy tone, stuff like that. The fruit is really prominent on this wine. I mean, it's only 2019, like I said. So and it's just drinking really well right now. And you can probably put this wine down for another 2 to 3, maybe even 4 years. You guys know my rule. I don't do more than 3 to 4 years when it comes to wines, because I want to enjoy wines now. I don't want to enjoy it. I'm not going to obviously be around forever. So I don't plan to be saving wines to keep. I don't have kids, so I'm not passing any legacy of wines down to them. So I got to enjoy the wines now, and I want to talk about them now, and I want to recommend them to you right now. So the QUADRUS Douro 2019, well structured, not a flabby wine at all. Balanced acidity, definitely getting medium tannins on here. The fruit is very fruit forward. For that, you're getting your strawberries, your blackberries. You're getting a lot of those berry flavors. And like I said, the acidity is going to. You're also getting like chocolate notes on there, and definitely the herbs are coming out. So a little bit of that bread spices, and that's coming from the oak, I'm assuming. For that, so you're getting that sort of brioche-ness. A little bit of that coming through on there. Not a lot, but there's some there, so it does feel good. That kind of thing. So yeah, mostly the brioches you'll get on white wines, but you do get some on reds also. So for that, so I'm definitely feeling good about this wine, the QUADRUS Douro 2019. Beautiful region out in Portugal. I haven't visited Portugal yet, but it's high on my list, because when we travel these days, and I look forward to the rest of my life, because like I said, I'm getting older, and when I travel now, I want to travel to regions, wine regions. I want to enjoy those wines, and you know, I've heard this saying so many times, and I've investigated this saying. Wines are not, or grapes for wines are not planted in ugly regions. These are beautiful parts of the world. Mountains in the background, you got overlooking the ocean. It's you name it. These are beautiful regions in the world that these wines are, these vines and wine grapes are planted. So guess what? Combining your wine interests with what do you call it? Vacation. It's just perfect. You get to relax, enjoy, and drink wines from around the world. Amazing. Anyway, let's get back to the music.
MCs, freeze, stand still. Nobody move unless you're dealing with the next movement. The P5 DVDs, I'm on you, man. I live my life nice, but I'm not too bent. You theatrical as a four-way play. This ain't rent. 100% straight out the basement. Spreading this across the planet on some next shit. How many people feeling this love music? Stop what you're doing it, set it in motion. It's the next movement. You listen and stop what you're doing it, set it in motion. It's the next movement.
We need a beat. Spin it again.
You're listening to Dre from Love Music, Love Wine Radio Live from Toronto.
Once again, my heart goes out to the families that were lost, loved ones in the plane crash in India last week. My God, heart goes out to you. And the one fella that survived, man, miracles do happen. And I hope you get the help that you need, because, man, I'm sure mentally it's not going to be a nice time for you, but I hope you get the help. And yeah, the heart goes out to the families, man. final hour of the program. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us here on a Tuesday night. Definitely enjoy bringing you these types of pop-ups. We'll be doing a lot more of these throughout the rest of the year at various times, and try to do some pop-ups and bring you some vibes that we're feeling, and we're definitely feeling this playlist right now. This is the Jazz Is Not Dead series. This is episode 2, episode 1 and 2 in the Spotify playlist selection right now. You can pick it up, you can play it to your friends.
according to the music. Most soul was about dancing or about having sex. I mean, you know, it was basically the blues. And the blues was all about pain, and the blues was about suffering, and the blues was about loss and depression. And it was kind of always the same message. said that those songs came from slave songs. But, you know, contrary to popular belief, slaves weren't just sitting around saying, "Ooh, Lord, Master gonna come down on us if we try to do anything." No. This is a fallacy, man. I mean, you know, slaves were always trying to figure out how to get free. How am I going to get rid of these people who have their feet on my back so that I can get out of here? So there was always resistance. If you're a human being, there's no way that you can accept that without some type of resistance. So don't tell me that all the slave songs were about being sad and dejected and depressed. You know, and that's where the blues came from, because that was just part of it. That was the part that we know most about. But
music, love wine, radio life from Toronto.
Once again, welcome into the program. Glad to have. Oh wow. Glad to have you guys here. It's only Tuesday. I need another couple of days to get on my top form. Welcome in, my friends. Glad to have you here. I'm not sure who came up with the this whole thing about jazz is dead, and I think there's a couple of albums out that's talking about jazz is not dead. Oh no, I apologize. Jazz is dead. Actually, is a couple of albums out. I think the guy from Tony, Ali Shaheed Muhammad. Oh no. Maybe he's not from Tony. Anyways, he was on one of these, or behind a lot of this series called Jazz is Dead. And I'm saying jazz is not dead. Jazz evolves. Jazz becomes better. Jazz takes a new format with all of the subgenres of jazz, with jazz house, jazz funk, jazz fusion. So many variations jazz picks up, so jazz cannot die. And I'm proving it right now. Jazz is not dead. This is episode 2. We got 1 is already out, 2 is out also, so we got 2 episodes of Jazz is Not Dead out on Spotify right now. Make sure you save a copy, play it for your friends, share it, tell people about Jazz is Not Dead, episode 1 and 2 on Spotify. Once again, this is It's a Jazz Thing. I'm your host, Dre, from Love Music, Love Wine Radio. I'm drinking the QUADRUS Douro 2019 tonight. A beautiful wine, a beautiful blend coming out of Portugal. Fantastic, coming out of the Douro region. Amazing blends, Portugal, just like Bordeaux, is known for their blends. Fabulous blends. We also got some blends coming out of the Rhone region that's very famous, like the Chateauneuf de Paf blends. Fantastic. So we got another tasting coming up, another blind tasting with some wine enthusiasts, some wine people. And this one is all white wines of Europe. So each of us are gonna try to bring a wine from Europe that's obviously white. Doesn't matter what varietal it is. Doesn't matter what varietal or region, wherever. The whole goal is to bring you a wine from Europe that's white. We're gonna blind taste this. We're gonna give things like, this is what we're feeling. These are the types of notes we're getting on here. What kind of scores we'll give it, and then at the end we'll reveal which one wins. One of my favorite activities to do when it comes to wine drinking. I don't just drink wine to get a buzz. No, I drink wine with a purpose. I drink wine because I'm curious about that wine. I'm curious about where it comes from. I'm curious about the soil the grapes were growing. I'm curious when they picked the grapes. I'm curious how many bricks was in the grapes when it was tested at that time. And I want to know about the process. I want to know if there's microclimates, how it's affecting the grape quality of the fruit. Like, I want to know everything. This is why I drink wine. I don't just drink wine because it has alcohol and it'll give me a buzz. I might as well just drink vodka. I get a better buzz from that. I guarantee you that. This is episode 2. Both episodes are out on Spotify right now. Is once again in the chat. Make sure you save this playlist. Once again, if you're just joining us, welcome to the program. It's a jazz thing. This is a special Tuesday night pop-up. We don't usually broadcast on Tuesdays, but we thought we'll jump on and play some songs from our playlist that's published already. Jazz is Not Dead Episode 2. It's on Spotify.
Love Wine Radio Live from Toronto.
You wanna make a life,
track is called Rubber Band from Miles Davis featuring Lady C. Yes, we are drinking the QUADRUS Douro 2019 from Portugal.
Sacrifice, put the effort in. Stretch all the better life till you reach your goal. Cause you can't stop fire burning in your soul. So let's start.
What you're hearing now is jazz in the present tense.
Fun fact. So Rioja, you would say probably one of the main wine regions within Spain, is broken down into 3 sub-regions. So that's the Rioja Alta, Alavesa, and Baja. 3 areas within the Rioja region making some fantastic wines. And that is the region, Rioja is the region that we're going to focus on for Sips and Sounds coming up on July 24th. The launch of Sips and Sounds. And this is all going to be at Blue Door Wine Shop at 1010 Bloor Street West. That is close to Bloor and Oslington, just a little bit west of Oslington on the north side. Also, if you're looking to purchase wines for any occasion and you're looking for a specialty wine shop that where you can find fantastic wines, and if they don't have it in stock, they will get it in stock for you. So it is Blue Door Wine Shop at 1010 Bloor Street West. Look them up online. BlueDoorWineShop.com. BlueDoorWineShop.com. Spiritual Session. This is from Solstice, a beautiful track. Sort of my track of the day to get us to this program. Right here, right now. It's a jazz thing. Tonight's playlist is all from Jazz Is Not Dead, Episode 2, out on Spotify right now. Episode 1 and 2, out on Spotify. Sips and Sounds coming up on July 24th, Thursday, July 24th, the launch of Sips and Sounds. This is one of our signature music and wine events, one you don't want to miss. We're on a 6-week rotation, so after this one on the 24th of July, 6 weeks after that, we'll be back at Blue Door Wine Shop. Girl 70, how you doing, my friend? Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Yes, I love this track. Spiritual Session, Solstice. Sipping on a Napa cab. So you're sipping on a Napa cab. Unfortunately, we can't sip on any Napa cabs right now due to some trade nonsense that's going on. Hopefully that will get straightened out soon and we'll be able to get back to our Calis. Anyways, glad to have you here and I'm glad you're enjoying a nice cab. I am drinking a Portuguese wine. It is the QUADRUS Douro 2019. A beautiful blend. This track is called Easy to Love from Cannonball Adderley. A beautiful track. For a beautiful time, and that time is right here, right now. It's a jazz thing. that has been my philosophy for the longest while. You find yourself a quality wine at a reasonable price. Right now, I'm trying to find wines that are less than $30. And I have been very, very successful. This particular wine is less than $25. And I'm trying to find a series of wines over the next month and a half. Actually, no, the next month of wines under 30. And if I can bring it under 25, if I can bring it under 20, even better. Quality wines does not need to be crazy expensive. Anytime somebody tells you that, I spent $200 on this bottle of wine, I said, okay, that's fine, you know. I'm glad that you spent, how do you like it? It's always okay. And, and I'm always saying, you know what? A good wine doesn't need to be expensive. Yes, there is a lot of good wines out there that are expensive and that is worth paying a lot of money for. Yes, there's wines like that. But if you're looking for a good value wine, if you're looking for something that has good body, good structure, good balance, fruit forward, tertiary notes, earthy tones, brioche, all the beautiful adjectives that you can think of when describing a wine that you love for yourself, because loving a wine and what you like is very subjective to the fact is that you like it. Not everybody might like it, but at the end of the day, you're the only one that counts. So when you find something that you like and you can get it at a good price, snatch it up. Because you're the one that have to love it, because you're the one that's buying it, you're the one that's drinking it. And if you happen to share it with somebody and they love it too, bonus.
Let's do it.
I've got something to say. I think about you day and night. You take my breath away. I think about you day and night. And everybody knows that I want to make you my girl. I talk about you day and night. Ooh, I need you in my world. I want you every day and night. And I do all I can to make you mine. But I'm always the first to run away. Though my heart brings me back to you.
Beautiful music with the perfect bottle of wine coming from Portugal for a perfect night. Loving it.
Brings me back to you. I told you yesterday I think about you day and night. You take my breath away. I think about you day and night. And everybody knew that you would be my girl someday. I talked about you day and night. Ooh, you feel on me while I cry. I want you every day and night. And I did all I can to make you mine. Now I know I'm here to stay.
So we got one more track coming up after this song, and then we will pause the program. But not to worry, we're back on Saturday afternoon from 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this weekend is all about funk and soul. And then we were going to finish off the weekend on Sunday with some classic rock on Sunday morning. So we're doing funk and blues on Saturday. And Sunday morning, we're going to conclude the weekend with classic rock.
You're listening to Dre from Love Music, Love Wine Radio Live from Toronto.
certainly does, my friend. It certainly does. So we're gonna pause the program after this track, but I want to thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. It's a jazz thing. QUADRUS Douro 2019. What a beautiful wine coming out of Portugal. Beautiful blend. Rocker Girl 70, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Totally, always totally enjoy having you here. We're back on Saturday afternoon from 3 to 5-ish. I always put the ish in there. And then we're back on Sunday morning to conclude the weekend. And we're doing Classic Rock Sunday. So Rocker Girl, you're going to enjoy Sunday morning. Starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going till noon-ish. So once again, thank you so much for joining us this evening. You are so appreciated. Please help us spread the word. We're spreading good vibes over here. No muss, no fuss, no politics, no nothing like that. Just good music with even better wines. Like I mentioned earlier in the program, we're going to be doing a review. It's supposed to be a DJ type review, but we're not DJs. You guys know that. We're music lovers. And that's always comes as number one. So we're going to be giving you a music lover perspective of the Mixon Pro 8 DJ mixer coming out of Reloop, based in Germany. Fantastic company. And for you DJs out there, you definitely want to get your hands on one of these machines. It's a game changer, my friend. It's a game changer. And I'm not even a DJ. So once again, thank you so much for joining us this evening. As usual, you guys were fantastic. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Please help us spread the word. Tell a friend, tell a colleague, tell some family members. We're spreading just good vibes, man. We're not spreading anything negative. We don't want to get into that negativity. Our lives are full of negative things. So when we get a chance to get on these programs and bring you some good music and bring you some fantastic wine recommendations, the occasional scotch or rum, or of course, you guys know our Sunday morning routines. It's an every morning routine, but Sunday mornings we broadcast, and that's amazing coffees from around the world, once again paired with fantastic music. And I'm always looking for recommendations. I'm always looking for you guys to tell me what you're drinking, tell me what what songs, tracks, artists you're listening to, because I want to discover them. If I haven't discovered them, stuff like that, I want to discover them. So please help us spread the word. tell me something. LoveMusicLoveWine.com is the website. info@LoveMusicLoveWine.com is the email address. You guys can get us on social media. You can get us anywhere you want. But we will see you back here on Saturday afternoon, June 21st, for Play Music, Drink Wine. We're drinking a Bordeaux that day. It's Chateau Tanas, a beautiful wine, great blend, fantastic winemaker, great value. So many adjectives, so many good things. Anyways, we will see you back here on Saturday afternoon, and then we're concluding it on Sunday morning with a classic rock Sunday. I can't wait. Life cannot get any better. I know I'm stealing that quote from ARD, but hey, he has his life, I have mine. Anyway, you guys take care of yourselves. Have a good night. Have a great rest of the week. Do what you got to do. Do it well. That's what you got to do. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.